Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan, and coming at you just off of the Mortal Kombat 11 Kombat Pack trailer. Ah, man, this was fantastic, right? So, Shang Tsung is obviously what they wanted to lead with. He's got a lot of depth because he can change into multiple different characters, and it's fantastic to watch. Um, I never personally got great with Shang Tsung in any of his previous incarnations because there's just so much to stack in. But I mean, watching somebody who's been good with him in the past is like frickin' poetry for fighting games. Bouncing around between multiple different characters in the same match, um, teleporting, the multiple fireballs, the stealing of souls. It's fantastic. This is exactly what Mortal Kombat is, and I'm really excited that he's coming back to the franchise in a big way with his voice and his likeness taken from the gentleman who played him in the 1998 Mortal Kombat movie. Fantastic. So, obviously, they led with that, and that was the bulk. Well, the entirety of the trailer was gameplay for Shang Tsung, including a fatality where he turned somebody into Kintaro. So, fantastic there, right? They might add the dude later on. Great. Um, he also plays as pretty much every ninja character with skins from the original design. So you see him using Scorpion, Sub Zero, and Noob Sabat in his in his Deadly Blow, and no, Fatal Blow. Fatal Blow. That's sorry, the terms are still new to me. Um, but you also see him use Reptile, which I found interesting because this is the only time he's playable in the game thus far, even though Aaron Black uses his acid. So that's kind of weird. Either way, um, I'm really excited for the ad. Later on, they go on to just name the other people that they know are going to be released, that we know are going to be released right now, in Nightwolf, Sindel, and Spawn, which is amazing. But I'm really excited for Nightwolf. I've used him in the past. Personally, I hope he teams up with Outworld to take back the land of his forefathers from Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. But, that's not going to happen. Either way, a man can dream. Sindel has been a pivotal character in the past as Shao Kahn's stolen wife and the mother of Katana. So she's interesting. I never really liked playing with her, but she's interesting. And Spawn, come on. This is great. I mean, Todd McFarlane's character has been a freaking fighting game wet dream for a while now. So I haven't played a video game with Spawn in it since, I want to say mid 90s Nintendo game, Super Nintendo, which was okay, but not the greatest gameplay wise. But yeah, no, I really love the character, and I wish they had some more people from that comic series, like Overkill or something. It would be great. Um, at the end, they say the last two characters are, teased. And they say coming soon, and you hear a chainsaw and a blood splatter on the wording on the screen. And it's widely theorized that Ash from the Evil Dead series, immortalized by Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi, is going to be in the Kombat Pack, and I'm stoked. Really, one of my favorite characters of all time. I freaking love the Evil Dead series, and Army of Darkness is a cult classic. I mean, by the third installment in the series, they realized that most people enjoyed them ironically, so they just went full bore with it, and it was great. So if you haven't seen the series, please do. Especially if you're kind of the person that really enjoys watching bad movies because they're bad. My wife hates me for that, but it's a guilty pleasure. Um, there's been multiple incarnations since that. Most recently, a Netflix series that I believe is stopped. And Bruce Campbell, after the Netflix series was pulled, went on record as saying he was never going to be that character again. So either he lied, he already played this role and did something for the Mortal Kombat people bitmapping wise, so he wasn't technically lying, or they just threw enough money at the man to say fuck it, you know. And more power to him. I mean, seriously, milk the money from any character you can. Um, there are people playing, well, acting like themselves essentially the same way that they've been doing since the 1960s. So yeah, if people are still willing to pay you to do that, get that money, buddy. Um, I'm excited as all hell about this character. He's the kind of character that I would gladly suffer through months of being terrible with him before I figured out that I really just have to use somebody else. Um, but anyways, the last one that people are theorizing right now is the Terminator. So obviously, people are just going through Warner Brothers properties and DC related properties because that's what NetherRealm Studios can use freely based off of their production teams. So yeah, Terminator is a great ad. They don't want to rehash something that's not a core character to the series. So I really doubt you're going to see the horror classics that we've seen in previous incarnations, like Jason and Leatherface, Alien and Predator, and they were in the last incarnation, and that can get played out. So seeing somebody else like the Terminator and like Ash from the Evil Dead in this universe is just fantastic. I want to see what the Deadites are doing. I want to see what Skynet's got cooked up to just rain terror on the NetherRealm. But yeah, that's about a wrap. I'm super excited if the theories are true, especially for Ash. Tell me what you're excited for. Obviously, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and my gamer tag is also the Nerdy Sports Fan, so if you see me on there, hit me up. I'm always willing to fight somebody online. I can kick Superman's ass online, so yeah, let's do this. Yeah, tell me who you're excited for and who you would have rather seen, or who you think the final two characters are actually going to be.